President Trump made 300 illegal gang members from Venezuela go to one of the toughest, roughest prisons in El Salvador in what is being called by the Venezuelan government as one of the darkest episodes in human history. On Saturday, the government tried to block Trump from sending these 300 gang members to El Salvador's prison at the expense of U.S. taxpayers, but Trump told them, oops, my bad, the planes are already in the sky and they're going to be landing down, and they've got 300 so-called gang members of what is being called Venezuela's most dangerous gang. I can't even pronounce it, but y'all know what it is. And, you know, at the end of the day, all them 300 people, I don't believe are all gang members, right? I'm sure some of them may be, but like, ultimately, these are the same Venezuelans. For all my Denver people, y'all know these are the same Venezuelans that, you know, were trying to just wash your windshield and trying to make a few dollars and have a better life out here. But of course, right, everybody gonna say they here illegally and so forth, so forth. This video ain't about all that. This video right here is about these 300 Venezuelans now that are being housed in a business deal, right? We know Trump is the businessman. They are now being housed in one of El Salvador's like toughest, most confined type of prisons. And, you know, just looking at it, you know, you could tell this is a place of hell, right? For anybody that's going to be living inside this penitentiary, it's hell. For all y'all that's been to the penitentiary in the U.S., you think that shit is bad, this shit is way worse. So as we know, prison is the belly of the beast, and these people are going to be housed, right? They're going to be housed because Venezuela isn't going to accept them back in there, right? Because the majority of these people, they say, left Venezuela for a better life in the U.S. But to my understanding, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to be housed indefinitely, right? Or until Venezuela makes an agreement or a pact to, you know, have them, you know, come back. And that's why Venezuela is calling this one of the darkest episodes of human history, because they know the situation these citizens from Venezuela are going to be put through right here at the expense of the U.S. government. Most people be like, why doesn't Venezuela, if they know that, just accept them back in there? But, you know, they have an ongoing conflict themselves right there. And for a long time, as long as I remember with Denver, Venezuela was never going to accept none of them back. That was the whole issue from the beginning. But we've been seeing this shit coming. So now anybody in this country, right? And I know a lot of people will clap their hands and be happy for this next statement, but, you know, anybody labeled Venezuela or any of that right there has the chance to be deported and put into these situations going forward. For all my cats that's been to the penitentiary, this is being STG right here, right? This is what's coming down the pipeline, in my opinion, though, for Bloods, Crips, and gang members and all that shit that really be out here being urban terrorists. You know what I mean? You're urban terrorists. They're gonna make a deal. They're gonna STG y'all just like they doing the Venezuelans, and they're gonna start shipping y'all. They're gonna start busting y'all out of here. And this is all gonna be in the name of making everything safer and safer, but the government is gonna be controlling shit tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter until they have full control. And, you know, that's a long ways down the pipeline, right? You know, our kids, generations is probably gonna see that. Will we see it? Probably not. But, you know, it's an interesting day in human history to know that this law that Trump has invoked has only been used 3 times in the lifespan of America, right? He's invoked the law from like 1792, and think about that, 1792, how long ago was that? And this law is still active and it can send people back, and it does what it does. This is the 3rd time. And now expenses on the U.S. taxpayer for every one of these Venezuelans that are going to be housed in this El Salvador prison. Now, I want to know what y'all think about this right here, because, you know, I'm on the board with it, mixed opinions, you know what I mean? Because one way I know what's bad and one way I know what's good, and it's like, from the outside looking in, though, I feel for the people, and I know a lot of people be like, this is prison. They're not supposed to be feeling, you're supposed to be living in torment. But all these ain't bad people, in my opinion, that are being housed in this El Salvador prison. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you feel otherwise, but, you know, I'm very, you know, selective when I listen to what the government says when they say, you know, these are dangerous criminals and gang members and shit like that, because, you know, my city has been affected by this, and I've seen not all of them was dangerous and terrorists and all that. And I know, you know, one bad apple ruins the whole bunch, but you know, I don't know, I got a little bit of empathy for all these 300 that's landing there. And I'm sure, you know, that 300, you know, maybe a good, we'll say 150, maybe they really are them criminals and they deserve it. So I can't feel too bad for them. But you know, the other half, yeah, I feel for them. But let me know what y'all think down in them comments right there. Make sure y'all hit that like button before you get up out of here. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.